So what's good, my fellow Destined ones? I have an insane video for you today. I'm back with another secret, and this one might blow your mind. It's going to lead you into a couple of boss fights, a bunch of secret areas, and it's going to get you this staff right here. This staff has 70 base damage, and it has a special ability that increases the damage for all pillar type stance moves. So if you use pillar type stance moves a lot, this is the weapon for you, but it's still a very strong staff, so I suggest it nonetheless. In order for you to get this staff, however, you will have to craft the other staffs along the path to it. So if you haven't already done so, make sure that you do. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the series of quests that you're going to need to unlock and finish in order to get your brand new staff. First things first, let's make our way over to the chapter 2 area. So once you're in the chapter 2 zone, you're going to want to go to the yellow wind ridge. Make your way right over here to the village entrance. At the village entrance, you're going to see a gate. This gate is going to be closed and guarded by a bunch of rats shooting at you. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go around this gate entirely. Just hop around this entire village all together and make your way around the back. You're then going to have to fight a wolf. It says it's a wolf. It doesn't really look like a wolf, but you'll beat down that boss. And right after beating down that little boss there, you're going to go through the gate behind him. This gate is going to lead you into a double boss fight. The double boss fight is going to be kind of interesting. You don't have to kill both of them. If you take out the little one first, you can get the experience from him and then take out the big one. Or if you want to make life easy for yourself, you could just take out the big one. Once you've taken out the larger boss, the little one is going to run away and try to get a friend to help him out. It's basically his son, I think. He said he's a prince. But anyways, go ahead, follow him into the cave. And leap right over here to the left. You're going to see a cutscene of him calling his son. Some things are going to go down, at which point you're then going to want to engage with the prince. You have two options. You can allow this prince to bump his head into the wall behind you and break it, or you can break it yourself and just take out the prince. I decided to take out the prince, and then I used the Wandering Wight's ability to break the wall, so that's an option as well. If you actually just get him to lunge at you, you dodge at the last second and he crashes into the wall, he will break it. So it's up to you how you go about doing this. Either or, make your way inside of the brand new crack in the wall. Once you're on the opposite side, there's going to be a chest, and grab the item inside. Now, we're going to want to make our way back over to the Black Wind Mountain. In order to go back there, find yourself a shrine, and then you want to make your way to the Forest of the Wolves and the outside the forest shrine. You're going to run straight towards the Wandering Wight area as if you want to fight him, but we're not. You're going to go straight towards this bridge, jump into the water, take a left, run straight back, jump through this entire cut over here, ignore all of these enemies, and make your way all the way up this mossy rock path. You're going to see the waterfall in the distance. Use your brand new item to get rid of the waterfall. Once the waterfall is gone, you're good to go. You can head inside and you're going to have a dragon fight. A couple of tips and tricks for this dragon fight. If you have already progressed to the point where you have the Pluck of Many ability, this dragon fight is a lot easier. So I suggest you do progress a little bit into the chapter 2 zone, but it doesn't really matter nonetheless. I was able to beat him down at a fairly early level, so it's not too bad. Some things that you're going to need to do: immobilize him. Try to get as much damage on him as humanly possible until you stun him. Once you stun him, he's going to fall over onto his side, at which point you want to run around to his back and hit that contraption on his back. if you do enough damage to it, it will explode, doing massive damage. And that is exactly how you want to take this guy out. Once you do this damage though, get away. He's going to do a discharge of electric energy, and you do not want to be anywhere near him when he does it. Rinse and repeat. A couple of good strats. I did use I think it's the Guangzi ability that you got from chapter 1 on him, and it did really, really well. I used the Wandering White spell on him to put in some massive damage, and that did pretty good in stunning him. And I kind of just did a lot of just regular combos and constantly tried to do strong attacks on him, and it eventually just laid him out. Dodging a little bit later than you think you need to is a good strat to dodge all of his attacks, however. If you try to dodge exactly when he goes to hit you, he's going to get you 9 times out of 10, so just be careful. Once you take him out, congratulations, you have the first set of crafting mats that you're going to need for your brand new staff. Let's move on to the next part of this guide. All right, so you have 2 options here. You can go down the secret path and make this entire next boss fight a hell of a lot easier for you, at the same time making you go through a lot of other boss fights and a little bit of a terrifying path. Or you can just go straight to the boss arena, try to test your luck, and take out the boss the way you are now. It's completely up to you. If you want to go straight to the next boss fight, all you got to do is go back to the chapter 2 zone, click on the Fright Cliff, and go to the Rock Rest Flat. In this area, you're actually going to have the waterfall sitting right in front of you. So you just kind of wrap around this rock surface here, climb up this path, ignore these enemies, and you'll see a sand waterfall in the distance. Go ahead and get rid of it using your item and head inside. Now this boss fight is a little bit more difficult. He has a couple of moves that are annoying to say the least, but I'm sure you can take him out. You're gonna have to use a lot of immobilization or the decoy ability in order to freeze him up and get him distracted so that you can do extra damage whenever you get the chance. At some point when you do enough damage, he is going to try to summon in a sandstorm. If you don't have the wind chimes, yeah, get away from him and dodge. This man is going to do a whole lot of excess damage that you don't want to be a part of, so just kind of keep your distance. If you survive that attack, then he's going to probably get to a point where he's going to start slapping the ground on beat. You want to jump on top of this rock surface right here, and you can completely dodge all of his attacks. Now, you can jump rope this if you want to. If you're feeling kind of, Dance Dance Revolution, then you can try to jump to the rhythm, but I don't suggest it. Just go ahead, stand on this rock formation, dodge all of it, get back in there, rinse and repeat. Once you take him down, congratulations, you have the rest of the crafting mats that you need for your staff. You may not have enough of the, I think it's called the refined iron sand, but in order to get that, you will receive some of that in chests here in this zone, as well as from enemy drops and in chests in chapter 3. No matter how you do it, I hope you enjoy it and have fun, but if you want to make that second fight a hell of a lot easier for yourself, then the rest of the video is for you. Okay, so this is going to get hella complicated. There's a series of events that we're going to have to go ahead and take care of, and a couple of quest lines that we're going to have to wrap up in order to get access to a secret zone. So to start things off, you're going to want to make your way over to this area right here, the Fright Cliff, Rock Rest Flat. Run over here until you make it to this pathway here. You're going to see an NPC laying down, looking all relaxed and pretty. Talk to him. He's going to tell you that he wants you to go back to the Crouching Tiger Temple. Go there, seek out his brother, give his brother what his brother needs, and then he's going to hand over an item. Once you receive that item, you're good. You're going to use that item on the statue, which I recommend you do. Go inside the statue, head all the way down the cave until you reach the NPC that's going to start singing to you. Over to the right, right next to him, is going to be, I think his name is Zoodog. You can talk to Zoodog to power yourself up a little bit, but when you talk to the singing NPC, he's going to give you a Pluck of Many spell. With the Pluck of Many spell, it's going to make a lot of boss fights a lot easier for yourself, so go ahead and try to put a couple of spark points into this tree. Now from here, we're not done yet. You then want to go back to that original NPC that you saw just kind of laying down being fat in the middle of the field and go talk to him for a second time. But this time he's standing up and he's going to try to fight you. Beat him down, he's going to surrender, and he's going to ask you to help him out. Go ahead and head inside of that zone, and congratulations, you're in the brand new secret area. From which point, you're going to have to fight the Tiger Vanguard, but this is an easier version. Take him out, and then go talk to the king. The king is standing over on the ledge, so be careful. Don't just fly down to the boss. But once you've spoken to the king, he's going to bang on the drums. That's going to summon in a huge insect. Take out the huge insect, and you're good to go. Once you and the king have dropped the brand new insect that popped out of the ground, he is going to give you the wind chime. Take that wind chime, make your way back over to the waterfall, get rid of the waterfall, head inside, and then when this boss decides to do his insane sand AoE, you can just negate it. It's pretty OP. I love it. Now, just like before, you should probably use your Pluck of Many spell. Always immobilize him anytime you get the chance to, and use your other transformations so that you can get in that good DPS. But once you finally have taken out this man's entire health bar, you're good. Congratulations, open up your chest, receive your items, and go ahead and craft your brand new staff. If you don't have enough refined sand, then it's okay. You can receive a bunch of sand from enemies in this zone as well as enemies in the next chapter 3 zone. So if you want to wait until then, you can. There's also going to be some inside of chests. But that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button for me and sub to the channel so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and a hell of a lot more for Black Myth Wukong. This is your boy Emma M Since HD. For now though, I'm out of here.